From John chapter 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things came into being through him, and without him not one thing came into being. What has come into being in him was life, and the life was the light of all people. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it. John chapter 1 we often hear at Christmas midnight when we're thinking about the birth of the Christ child. John chapter 1 that talks about the beginning and how at the beginning the Word was already there. The bit that sticks out for me always is how it talks about the light shining in the darkness and the darkness not overcoming it. In the very beginning, the light shone in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it. And yet many, many times over the last thousands and thousands and thousands of years, people have known darkness. They have been unable to see the light in that darkness. But as Christians, we hold on to the light. We hold on to the light that is Christ. The last couple of months we have, as I said last week, we have journeyed through Lent and Holy Week. We knew that Easter was coming, but we still entered into the darkness before the glory of Easter Day. I said last week that for many of us, we can still feel that darkness of Holy Week in our day-to-day lives, even after the resurrection or Easter. But I remind us again today, in the beginning, the Word was there with God, and the Word was God. But the light already shone in the darkness and would not be overcome. We had Sunday school this afternoon with a few of our young people, and we talked about the fact that we are in Eastertide. I asked them what this was all about. It's amazing what children come out with. It's incredible, really. And we talked about Good Friday and the darkness and the confusion of Holy Saturday. But we talked about the light that came at Easter. And one of the activities that we did was to place some tape in the shape of a cross on a canvas, to paint all over the top of it, and then eventually to take the tape off and see the cross shining through, to remind us that the cross, the light, is shining through the cross to us all of the time, whatever we face. Because that instrument of death, that instrument of pain, that wood that Jesus was hung up on, that he was nailed to, has been turned into a symbol of our faith. The light continues to shine through the darkness. And I know we talk about this stuff all the time, but actually talking about this stuff with youngsters just brings it alive in so many different ways. And to see the light bulb moments in their minds flicker as they start to piece these things together. And as I know that they will very likely face ups and downs in their lives, to be able to share with them and rejoice with them at this young age that Jesus is the light and Jesus continues to shine, that Jesus is the light of the world for all of us. That's just wonderful for me to share that with them. So I hope they've gone home with their canvases tonight and their other activities, and they'll put them up somewhere where they can see them. So if they're having a bad day at school, or if they're cross with their brother or sister or their parents or whatever, as children get like, they can look at those pictures. They can look at the things that they painted that just was a mass of colour on a canvas until they peeled away that tape to reveal the cross shining through, as it always has and it always will. And that goes for each of us. We might not have a painted canvas in our house to remind us, but we know that the light that has always been there, always since the very beginning of time, continues to shine even in the darkest moments, and the darkness will never, ever overcome it.
Light of the step down into darkness. Open my eyes, let me see beauty that made this heart adore you. Hope of a life spent with you. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. King of all days, oh so highly exalted, glorious in heaven above. Humbly you came to the earth you created, all full of sick became poor. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. And I'll never know how much it cost to see my sin upon that cross. And I'll never know how much it cost to see my sin upon that cross. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me.
Thank you for always being a light in the dark places of the world and the dark places of our lives. Our hope is in God, for you are the light of the world and you call us to be lights for others. May your light and love blaze in us and in all the world. Amen.